All things are difficult before they are easy. Quote of the day. Let's get right to it. On Matic against US dollar on the 4-hour chart. Oh no, only one green. Why are we covering Matic today? Well, it's up 8% in a sea of red. So there you go. So let's focus on what's going on here. On the 4-hour chart, we'll start off in the low time frames, then go up in time daily, maybe weekly, maybe even check monthly. Do some indicators. If you like the video today, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Telegram and Patreon for more content. Linked below. Let's go right to it. 4-hour chart, sideways consolidation so far. That's kind of where we are. But what do we got? Just a handful of minutes ago. Depending on when you watch this video, let's see what we do here. Closing candle outside. Pretty bullish there. One of the biggest candles we've seen, 8% on a 4-hour chart. That's pretty impressive. So if we come back down, we want to hold this breakout level around 102, 103. That's where we'd like to hold. If we come down lower than that, it's okay, right? Let's remove that box. We want to maintain this higher low structure, right? Here's our low here, a little bit higher low there, right at the 100 moving average, or the blue line. So if we come back down, hold higher than 95 cents, and we're still structurally okay for the upside. So that's what I like about Matic, at least so far today. Let's zoom out to the daily chart and see if we got any bigger pictures. Zooming way out to our lows. Around 30 cents way back in June. That was a hell of a buy if you could have bought anywhere in there, right? Sideways consolidation again. One thing we want to be watching out for is a potential here. If Bitcoin, let's say Bitcoin rolls back over, goes back to 18K or something, or even lower, right? Something catastrophic. You're going to watch for this, right? This kind of potential head and shoulders here. Where would this confirm? Would it confirm if we roll over here? No. We have to break the neckline, which is way the hell down here around 70 cents. If we break 70 cents on Matic, that would lead to likely, testing something back in that area. But, just a cautionary word to your mother, okay? Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we're in up-only mode forever. No more bear markets, and we're good to go. But always be prepared for both sides of the equation. Now, what do we like on the daily chart, right? Zoomed in here. Well, our next target is going to be this guy right here, this high, closing at 125. That's our highest closing candle we've had since our all-time highs, way back last year, or 2 years ago, if you want to be technical. So that's where we're going, 125. That's our target. How about any other helping things? Let's look at Bollinger Bands right here. You can see we can press these upper. Anytime you're holding that upper Bollinger Band, that's a power move. You want to be also holding these lower time moving averages, right? Which so far, holding the 8 is the red, 14 in the purple, and 21 in the yellow. For the daily chart, weekly chart, you don't want to be going below those, or you're starting to get warning signs of weakening trend in the upwards momentum. But what I do like is we haven't crossed any the moving averages. You don't want to do that. Not only that, but we're looking like they're all facing upwards. That's a good sign. We want these sorted out, least to greatest. We're getting there. We don't quite have it yet. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about here, look at this, right? Or look at any bull run. If you want to go back in time, right, you can go even look at the charts on the weekly, right? They're all not only sorted least to greatest, but look at these spaces, these gaps in here. That's exactly what you want to see for powerful upside momentum. And we're getting there, right? We got there here a little bit, but we want to, really stretch our legs here. And that will likely happen, when alt season comes around, which is likely still weeks to months away, in all honesty. So that's what we're looking for. Good signs here so far. Next target, 125 for Matic. And we could see even bigger explosive moves to the upside. Bigger resistance zone though on the kind of the macro scale, probably above 150, 140, 150. We really to see some upside. Let's look at it and see what it looks like on the weekly chart, right? Not too big of an issue there. These upper wicks already hit that, right? That kind of zone. You could stretch that out. Like when we get to it, we might that might play an issue, and you can kind of see the head and shoulders playing out here. Now, good news is if we take out and close higher than this candle, that weekly candle closed at 113. So if we can close this weekly candle above 113, that head and shoulders that we looked at potential catastrophe will be out the window, right? That would be invalidated because you've taken out your head, and that is a no-no for head and shoulders patterns, right? So that would be a good sign. So let's hope for 113 on the weekly. That would be an excellent sign. and still same below to confirm that. So we'd have to really see some pretty good sell-off for the remainder of this week. So that's my target. I do like the weekly. Look at the EMA 8 crossing up now for the first time, crossing up to the 21 week in a long time. When's the last time? Way back. You got to go way back, right? You got to go way, way back for Matic. I mean, look at these prices. The last time the EMA 8 came back and crossed was December 2020. And these are the kind of moves that you can get when the full bull market shows up. So good signs there. Matic was a great mover last time. As you can see, one of the best altcoins you could have bought, pre-liftoff levels. Went up like 20-some thousand%, I believe. And that's like pretty conservative. I think it went up more than that. But those are the kind of moves that some special alts can do that haven't made the moves yet. Likely, is that going to happen again with Matic? Of course not, right? We're not going up 20,000%. But there will be some coins that maybe do that, but not few, right? Or not many. There will be few, right? Depreciating returns, the logarithmic scale is real. They're not going to continuously be 1000x coins running rampant, right? There'll be some that do it, but the ones that were around last bull market, not likely, right? But you want to invest in strong altcoins that, can stand the test of time. I think Matic is there. But let's look at the bigger scale on, some indicators here. So looking at the RSI, relative strength, right? This is your strength measured to the rest of the market. Matic is at 58. That's outperforming a lot of other coins, right? Check a random coin. How about we go to Chainlink, right? Chainlink down, right? Not saying that these are terrible investments, but you want to be, if you're looking to, put some money in sooner than later or invest in alts, right? Just go down the list, right? Whatever has the highest relative strength is usually going to be your best bet, right? If you're just playing the odds, that's your odds. If you're outperforming Bitcoin on relative strength, you're definitely doing very well, right? Bitcoin at 56, not many coins higher than that. Guess who is? Matic. Right, so that's what I'm liking about Matic so far on that. The weekly, do we have any bullish, other bullish? Well, yeah, the ADX and DI. Look at this. ADX, the orange line following up, going up straight, approaching 25 level. What's so special about 25? Well, that's really where the line in the sand is, where the strength starts to show up. So the DI is the positive in the green, the negative in the red. I like to think of it as just bulls and bears. Whoever's in charge is on top, and then you want your ADX to confirm that trend. And so far we're getting that. So great sign out of Matic. We did do that, late last year in October, and then we kind of gave it back, right? We just kind of initial move and kind of settled back down. So we don't want to see that. What we'd like to see is take that out. Take out 30 with the green and then confirm it with the orange, getting above 25 on the weekly chart. That's where I like to focus on the ADX and DI. So that's what I'm looking like there. And, one of my favorite indicators, if you watch any of my other videos, the Fisher transform. We've been in a lot of coins have been just in a downtrend for, literally years. Like we're looking at March of 2021, Matic downtrend, but we did kind of try to take this out. Still right lower high. What we need to do is just simply take that out, right? Let's come up, take out that with the Fisher, take out that with the Fisher, and then we're getting some super momentum to the upside, right? This is what we want to see, right? We want these lines running parallel and to the moon, right? And then you can be very confident that that trend is going to continue. You can look at this on any time frame. So in the daily chart, we're getting some mixed signals, but we did just have today, at least so far, you want to wait for the closing on whatever chart you're looking at. So at the close today, if this is still crossed, that's called a trigger buy. You can have these kind of little bit of fake outs, but not often, right? Not often. You get one every so often. But as long as Bitcoin's kind of holding its head above water here, I would expect Matic to, improve on these gains. So that is what we're looking like for the indicators across the board here. Hopefully that helped you today. The biggest thing, right? If you want to make it simple, just focus on support and resistance. Look back left, see if you find anything that's there. So that's a pretty big level, right? This kind of initial low before our kind of blow off rally to the top. We kind of hit that level again right here with the closing 113. So we're pushing it now. Let's see if we can get there today. The end of this week, we have 3 days, 8 hours, and then maybe all hell breaks loose on Matic and we see a nice upwards movement, even longer than we've had now. So let's look at the June lows and see. Look at that, 240% since the June lows. Not everyone is there yet. Some are outperforming, some are underperforming. Most are underperforming that move. At least for the altcoins that were around last market. Some of the newer ones are doing, quite well, but that's what we're looking for Matic. So, yeah, that was quote of the day, and let's get to car of the day. The McLaren 720S, purple. I'm assuming that's a paint or a wrap. Got a lot of custom options on here. A lot of carbon fiber, custom hood, custom vents up here like the 765 LT, hood scoop, roof scoop. Let's go with roof hood. There we go. Door up, and great color there. Paris blue, I believe they call that one. And then we also have solar yellow, my favorite color on a McLaren. That would be my choice. All right, I'll leave it with that one. That's it. That's it. We have nothing else. We'll do some more updates. Hopefully you liked it, and I'll stop rambling right now.